Okay, Detective Pete's new application, so no incidents for this location.
Madam Chair, there were no incidents.
Okay, zoning, does this applicant meet zoning requirement?
No, ma'am. It has 4 lots, and it needs to be 1 lot, so it needs to be going to ZBA.
Okay. Speak up for us,
I
please.
said I had to get a new survey done, so Waygan is taking care of that, the lot situation right now.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like 4 lots. It needs to be 1 lot.
Needs to be one. So we need to delay the item for ZBA. Okay. All right, Ms. Williams, you got questions?
No.
Okay, we're gonna delay this item until you take care of your zoning issues for the next public safety meeting, which will be July the 26th. And you just gotta take care of those issues, the zoning issues.
That's the only thing kind of right now. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Okay, next item number 2 is 12th Avenue Chevron new application. Detective Pitts.
Madam Chair, we have a new application for beer and wine off premise, 12th Avenue Chevron, 3013 12th Avenue North.
Okay, could you state your name and address for the record, please? Okay, so new application, no incidents at this location?
No incidents.
Okay, does the applicant meet zoning requirements?
Yes, he does, but he also needs to get a sign permit.
Needs a sign permit? Okay. All right, Mr. Stanley, are they in good standing with taxes and revenue?
Yes, Madam Chair, there are no delinquencies.
Okay. So you say he needs to get a sign permit?
Yes, ma'am.
How soon can you get that sign permit, sir?
Tomorrow afternoon.
Okay. I'm sorry. Okay, so we do have the neighborhood form, so the applicant went before the Norwood neighborhood. Doesn't say what date they went, Councilor Williams, but it was 18 in attendance, 1 opposed, and they had a support of 17 people, and it was signed by Ms. Barbara Thomas, the neighborhood president.
All right.
All right.
Motion to approve pending zoning.
I second the motion, sir. Just make sure you get the sign that the zoning is required. All right, thank you. We're gonna call up the next item. Item number 3 is Avenue D events.
Madam Chair, we have a new application for a special retail license over 30 days, Avenue D Events, 3008 4th Avenue South.
Okay, can you state your name and address for the record, please?
My name is Lance Ledbetter. My address is 2901 4th Avenue South.
Does the applicant meet zoning?
Yes, it does.
Okay. Mr. Stanley, are they in good standing with taxes and revenue?
Madam Chair, yes, they are in good standing.
Okay, Detective Pitts, no incidents at this location?
No incidents.
Okay, Councilor Williams, we do have the Southside Neighborhood Forum has no officers. So do you have questions for the applicant?
Nope. Motion to approve.
All right, we second the motion, and we're going to send it to the council agenda for next Tuesday for a vote.
Next Tuesday.
Yes, 9:30.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Next applicant, number 4, Bar Lafette. Bar Lafette. Is the applicant here?
Representative.
State your name and address for the record, please. State your.
Michael Clark, address is 2222 2nd Avenue North, 305,
Hey, does the applicant meet zoning?
Yes, it does. Your solid waste container thinking, where is it located? It's on the front of the side. It needs your solid waste container. It needs to be, I think Cassandra said it was either close to the front, and it needs to either be on the side or in the rear. It can't sit where it's sitting at.
Can't see where it's sitting.
It can't stay where it's sitting at now. The walks.
Yes, it'll be.
So that.
Okay, Mr. Stanley, are they in good standing with taxes and revenue?
Madam Chair, this applicant, there are two owners of the business. They have several other businesses, and those businesses are delinquent. There are several things that need to be taken care of on the other accounts.
Those were taken care of. They came down for refusing. They have a fee for payment on each one there.
They do. If you can get that email to me, you got my email address. Just email it to me, and we can get that cleared up. Okay.
There's some kind of confusion with the,
Right. Yeah, it was looking crazy.
they took care of it.
Okay.
Okay, just make sure you take care of what Zona recommended and get that information back to Mr. Stanley so we can know that those issues have been cleared and rectified. Councilor Williams, do you have any questions, sir?
Motion to approve.
Second the motion, so we're going to send this item to the council for a full vote, so just make sure you get those items taken care of. Thank you. Next, item number 5. Detective Pitts.
Madam Chair, we have a new application for a club liquor class 2, a Boss's Private Lounge, 201 R.A.J. Junior Boulevard South.
Okay, can you state your name and address for the record, please?
Angela Gooden, 201 Richard Avenue Junior Boulevard South.
Okay, does the applicant meet zoning?
Yes, the applicant meets zoning requirements.
Okay. Mr. Stanley, are they in good standing with taxes and revenue?
Madam Chair, yes, they are in good standing.
Okay, can you tell us what Boss's Private Lounge is going to be?
It's a private lounge for business owners and employees.
I'm sorry, speak into the mic for me, please.
It's a private lounge for business owners and affiliates.
Okay.
So basically a lounge.
Councilor Williams, do you have questions? I did see that they do have the support of the 5 Point South neighborhood. They met on May 17th, and everyone was in favor and supported. They do have a safety plan that I have reviewed. She's entered into, are you in a contract with the parking authority, or you just approval?
And the approval for over 100 parking spaces.
Okay, so your patrons would be parked there. Okay. So Councilor Williams, she does have a safety plan that I have reviewed as well.
Is there a safety plan in here?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, that safety plan. No, that's not. Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, motion to approve.
Okay, I second the motion. We're going to send it to the full council for a vote next Tuesday at 9:30. Okay, thank you. Detective Pitts, can you call the next item, please?
Madam Chair, we have new application for a restaurant retail liquor, Crab Barrett, 1108 20th Street South.
Okay, is the applicant here? Come state your name and address for the record, please.
And the address is 1108 20th Street South. Crabberry.
Barrett. Okay.
Does the applicant meet zoning requirements?
Yes, the applicant meets zoning requirements.
Okay, Mr. Stanley, are they in good standing with taxes and revenue?
Madam Chair, yes, they are in good standing.
Okay, so this is a new application, so we hope it wouldn't be any incidents at this location.
Madam Chair, there are no
Have
incidents.
security.
So you bringing us some crab legs to the 5 Point South.
Lots of good sushi as well.
Oh, wow. Huh? Mr. Councilor Williams, did you hear that? They did meet with the 5 Point South neighborhood on June the 21st. They had 8 in attendance. 8 is in support of this establishment. Council Williams, you have questions?
Motion to approve.
Okay, well, I second the motion, and your item will go to the council agenda next Tuesday at 9:30 for a vote. Thank you. Detective Pitts, can you call? Thank you. Detective Pitts, can you call up the next item, please?
Madam Chair, we have a transfer of license beer and wine off premise, Greymont Foods, 541 Greymont Avenue West.
Okay, is the applicant or the representative here? State your name and address for the record, please.
1745 28th Street, Inslee.
All right, does the applicant meet zoning requirements?
Yes, the applicant zoning requirement, we just asked that the solid waste containers stay clean and empty regularly.
Okay. Detective Peace, are there any incidents at this location?
Madam Chair, there were 8 calls for service at this location. 3 calls was for trespassing, 1 call for damaged property, 2 calls for theft of property, and 2 calls for a disorderly person. 8 calls at this location.
Okay, Mr. Stanley, are they in good standings with their taxes and revenue?
Yes, Madam Chair, they are in good standing.
Okay. Mr. Williams, the applicant met with the Greymont Neighborhood Association on June the 15th, 6 in attendance, one person supporting.
So did the neighborhood support or not support?
They just had 1 person support. They had 6 people in attendance and 1 person supported, and the applicant attended the meeting. See?
You remember what happened?
God filled the form out wrong.
Okay. But they supported overall?
Yes.
Okay. Motion to approve.
Ms. Peters, just make sure you tell the owner to keep the trash bin, clean. Thank you, Ms. Peters. I second the motion. For it to go to the council agenda for a full vote. So we're gonna call up the next item, number 8. Detective Pitts.
Madam Chair, we have a special retail license over 30 days, Hood Quick Mart, 213 Dugan Avenue, Pratt City.
Ms.
Off premise and wine off.
That's true.
That's what it is.
That's correct.
That's what we got.
I got special retail.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, misprint. Beer and wine. Off premise. That was a misprint.
Okay. Misprint, beer and wine off premises, wine off premises on the license status form. Take the piece, are there any incidents at this location?
Madam Chair, there were 36 calls for service for this location. There were 9 calls for unknown calls. There was 11 calls for loitering. There was 4 calls for a person with a gun. There was 1 call for a suspicious person, 3 calls for a disorderly person, 1 call for a trespasser, 1 call for a public intoxication person, a call for a stolen vehicle, 1 call for a person assaulted at this location, a domestic call, 1 call for a domestic call, and 1 call for someone being arrested at this location. Again, there was 36 calls, 3 reports done at this location.
Yeah, right.
You got it? 6 service calls. Ms. Peters, who's taking over this business?
Dad is going back to Ye.
The dad is going
Back to Ye. Overseas.
overseas, so the son is taking over.
Yes, ma'am. That's why so many calls, because they calling the police now.
So they calling the police to clear the lot, because in the past been a lot of loitering and all this, so he's trying to clean up the place, basically. So they did meet with the North Pratt Neighborhood Association on May the 10th and didn't say how many people were there, but the neighborhood does support this, and it was signed by the neighborhood president, Faith Abrams. So the applicant meets zoning requirements.
Yes, ma'am. We ask that dumpster be removed out of the front of the store. The dumpster needs to be removed from the front of the store.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Stanley, are they in good standing with taxes and revenue?
I didn't talk to Ms. Peters, but I was showing their 2022 licenses have not been renewed. Yes, the taxes are up to date. We're just showing the licenses haven't been renewed. Okay.
Council Williams, you got any questions for the applicant?
Yeah, what's going to be done to make sure that there's not 36 calls in 6 months for service?
They can't call, but when they show up and they act like this on the parking lot, the police told them to call because they can't remove the people off the parking lot, only the police can. That's why it's so many calls now. Because it's a gathering site. It's an empty building at the end, and they'll stand there half of the day, so they'll call the police to come remove them from that building.
Okay. Give me one more second while I read all these calls. Okay.
So, Mr. Stanley, you said they need to clear up, they need to get their what year was that?
2022 this year's current. They need their current licenses for this year.
So they need their 2022 license?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
So this is across from Birmingham Fire Department.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah.
I got you.
Are you familiar with Avenue W, Council Williams?
Yeah, but just note that, I mean, like on some of these, like Birmingham Fire's called it in that there's shooting going on. So just, it's not always some of it's the fire department calling in saying that there's shooting going on. So just make sure that the applicant, or owner or manager, or whoever, knows that they gotta really do whatever they can to make sure that, you know, I think actually this is one of the fire departments, we had to put bulletproof glass in it because of all the mess that's going on over here. So anyway, I'm good with it, but most of the calls are from the
owner.
The owner, but there are several from Birmingham Fire stating that there's whatever going on. But anyway, motion to approve.
Yeah, and I second the motion, and I'm in agreement because I do frequent the area a lot, Ms. Peters. I'm very familiar with where it is and do see a lot of people, you know, hanging out there. So just tell the new owner, like, you know, I wouldn't recommend him going out there confronting people, but just try to get a better, you know, crowd control, making sure the people, when you come, you need to leave. It's not a hangout spot. And then really trying to see who own those other buildings to make sure we put some, you know, whoever owns them can get them boarded up, but people cannot hang out, and just take care of the issues that Mr. Stanley referenced and zoning reference. Okay, send it to the council for a full vote for next Tuesday. Okay, next item, Detective Pitts.
Madam Chair, we have a transfer beer and wine off premise, Iku Ramen and Sushi, 1909 11th Avenue South.
Okay, is the applicant here? Hi. Can you state your name and address for the record, please?
My address is 1909 11th Avenue South, Birmingham.
Okay, Detective Pitts, is any incidents at this location?
Madam Chair, there were no incidents.
Okay, does the applicant meet zoning?
Yes, ma'am, it meets zoning requirements.
Okay, are they, Mr. Stanley, are they in good standing with their taxes and revenue?
Madam Chair, have you opened up a new account for your brother? Have you opened up a new account?
Yes, I have. I received a
Okay,
letter.
that makes sense. We were showing the taxes had not been paid since they did the transfer, but we will check the new account that they've opened to see.
Okay, and they did meet with the 5 Points South Neighborhood Association on May the 17th. 10 was in attendance and 10 people supported. No one opposed this applicant. Council Williams, do you have any questions for the applicant?
Motion to approve.
I second the motion. We're going to send this to the full council next Tuesday for a vote. Thank you. You're welcome. Next item, Detective Pitts.
Madam Chair, we have a new application for a restaurant retail liquor, Slice Pizza and Brew, 1101 Dunstan Avenue.
All right, can you state your name and address for the record, please?
Yes, Denise Koch, 1746 Helen Ridge Drive, Birmingham, Alabama.
All right, does the applicant meet zoning?
Yes, it does. It meets zoning requirement.
And Mr. Stanley, are they in good standing with revenue and taxes?
Yes, Madam Chair, they are in good standing.
Okay. All right, so the applicant met with the Crestline neighborhood on June the 16th. 7 was in attendance and 7 supported, so the neighborhood is in support of this new applicant. Council Williams, do you have questions for
Yeah,
them?
Denise, when y'all slated to open, do you know? When are y'all slated to open?
I don't think it's going to be until probably late September.
Oh, okay.
They're
Here for this.
Yeah, I noticed. Okay, great. I'm excited about it. Motion to approve.
I second the motion. We're going to send it to the full council for a vote for next Tuesday. Just stay where you are. We're going to skip and go to item 12 because she's here for item 12 as well. And that's a special event license for the Birmingham Art Walk. Can you tell us something about that event?
So Birmingham Art Walk, this is actually, we'll be celebrating our 20th anniversary this year. So we're one of the longest standing festivals in Birmingham. We moved last year to First Avenue, and we're expanding that site because it went really well. So we'll be one of the first big events taking place on the new Birmingham Bridge. So really excited about it. Hope y'all all can come. Art, food, drinks, neighborhood. It's a really great celebration of Birmingham and the artists.
Okay, Councilor Williams.
Sounds good. Motion to approve.
I second the motion. That's right down his alley. Pizza and some good art. Thank you. All right. We're going to call the next item, which is going to be item 11. Detective Pitts.
Madam Chair, we have a special retail liquor under 30 days. Taste of 4th Avenue Jazz Festival, 4th Avenue North between 16th Street North and 18th Street North.
All right, Miss Youngblood, how you doing today?
I'm doing well today. How you all?
Good. Can you tell us something about this Taste of 4th Avenue Jazz Festival?
Taste of 4th Avenue Jazz Festival is a festival that we host for going on 19 years. We did have it for 2 years. We did it virtually. This will be the 19th year. We'll be in person. It is held in the historic 4th Avenue Business District, where we have regional, national, and local artists to perform to include poets, and we have vendors, artists, and a plethora of food.
When is the event?
The event is August 27th from 12 p.m. to 8 p.m.
Oh, exciting. Councilor Williams?
Sounds fun. Motion to approve.
I second the motion. Thank you, Ms. Youngblood. We send it to the full council for a vote for next Tuesday.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. All right, Councilor Williams.
Motion to adjourn.
And that motion, sir?
Thank y'all.